Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna do some welding. Not really sure how it's gonna work out. There's Jessica. We got this top mount for the airbag. It's busted. I'm gonna try and fix it. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, babe. We'll see how it goes. I can't remember how to weld aluminum, but we're gonna wing it. I think I want to look online here and see what tungsten. You see the back of my phone's all busted. So far, in the last couple of months, I broke an iPhone 10, which is the one I'm recording on right now, and the whole screen's all busted up, and a 12 Pro Max. Not good. Pure tungsten. I don't think I have any green. Let me give it a look. Just take a stroll through here. Got some red. Zirconiated. Pure ground tungsten. 330 seconds. Somehow I think 330 seconds is bigger than what I've been using. Nope, it'll work. Alright, let me grind one up and we'll see what happens. I've never used pure tungsten, or pure, yeah. Never done that before. Need to change that to HF, AC. And let's see. 95 amps seems like a lot. Never tried this green before, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm just going to give it a little look-see. Okay, looks like I'm going to need to go up to like 120. We'll start at 110. Let me get a little aluminum. Okay, well, there's plenty of pepper in there. Just what we like. That's okay. Now I'm going to, I got to knock that off, clean that up a little bit. That looks like crap. But that's good because, you know, most of my welds do look like crap. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's move you to where you might be able to see. Alright. Alright, so this thing's hot, but you know, for it being as corroded as it is and I can't get it any cleaner, this is going to be just fine. Just fine. So I'm going to put it outside to cool off / heat up in the sun. This is this fuel tank. Now, a fuel tank is going to be interesting because it's got fuel in it. Doesn't look like it's a lot of fuel. Okay, so if you can see, it's right here is this crack. And I want to pretend that it's not a big deal and that it's going to be no issue to weld this tank. The problem is I don't know if that's true. I will, before I stick the torch to it, I am going to at least, you know, spend a couple minutes doodling. we're going to get a CO2 tank, and we're going to fill this diesel fuel tank up with CO2. And the CO2, being non-flammable, should be more than enough to keep bad things from happening. I don't know, guys. I don't really want to blow this thing up for multiple reasons. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll look in there and what to think about it. Okay, so I flushed the tank out with water, so it should not be explosive. I'm gonna test fire it with a little propane torch just to make sure. So here we go. I don't know, man. Smells like I hurt the cows there. let that cool off, and then I'll clean it up and let you get a look at it. Now look, I ain't no welder, but I also do all my own work. As much as I would love to have a guy that could come over and weld for me, it's just not the same, you know. Like even on bucket, you know, I welded that whole thing. My vision's not great. I shake. I can't remember what welding settings to use and that stuff, and I have to relook it up every time I do something. But you know what? My stuff generally works. This doesn't look the greatest, but I guarantee it's not going to crack there. Well, I can't guarantee you that, but I don't think it'll crack there. And so I'll clean it up, make it look nice, and we'll get this tank mounted. But I think it's nice. I think it's going to be just fine. We'll get it, we'll let it cool. You know, if it didn't shake so bad, it would even kind of resemble a good weld. Hopefully I didn't get it too hot. It didn't sag down in there, and it won't seep leak water in. But we'll see. I'm just glad that I got to weld it up and let you guys see what it looks like. All right, let's move on. Something different. Yeah, you know. Alright guys, so I've had a lot done. I pressure washed the truck, I pressure washed the tank, I welded the tank. We'll show you a close up on that here in a little bit. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. And now I'm going to needle this rust off, so I'll let you see me for a minute, and then we'll go with a time lapse. And you see, you got my ear pro in, my eye pro on. It's pretty important because this is loud. Alright, so trying to take the straps off Trisha's tank, and these things are super long, longer than I can get a deep well socket on. And cheap Chinese stainless, so they're locked on there pretty tight. So I'm going to take bolt cutters and snip this off, and then I'm going to use a little warm air, heat them up, and then burn them off there. So we'll see. nice little breakaway. Alright, came right off just like I like. I was going to use them to put the new tank on and hold it in place while I polished it. Yep, this is going to be messy because there is only probably 5-10 gallons in there. So what I think I'll do is I'll try and get it off the truck and set down so all the gas will be on the other side, on one side, and then I'll take the fitting off. Of course, I'll put a drip pan under there as well. Let me see. Yeah, that might work. I might be able to take it off right there and just put a pipe plug in. I got the plug out of the other tank. Let's see. Let's get my light. Well, there's enough in there that yep, there's still quite a bit left on there. So let me see if I can get this. Yeah, what I can do is I can prop it up right here, and I can take that off. I might have a cap because you know that fitting is going to be locked in that tank. So I'm going to see if I have a cap. I think I do. I'll just spin a cap on there. So here's a cap. And it is the right size. Look at that. Thanks, Bucket. Thanks for having that spare cap to borrow. Trisha appreciates it. So now I'm going to take this tank down. And I'm going to clean up that mess because, as you probably know, these will be super hard on asphalt. Okay, so we'll let this absorbent do its job, and this tank.
that baby drip. Take these ski rubbers off. How'd you like that? Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now, oops, is we are going to get those clean, take these top straps off, put those bottom rubbers back in, and set the tank on. Well, I'm going to put you on break now because I'm starving. So we'll go in, have a little lunch. I rarely eat lunch, but today I'm super hungry. Talk to you soon.